What is up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Tattoo Check. Throughout this series, we're going to be talking all about tattoos. I'm going to take you on some adventures when I get some more, and I'm going to show you a bunch of pictures from when I was in the Navy and tell you all about my Navy tattoos, how I got them, how much they were, the pain tolerance, which spots hurt the most, anything you want to know about tattoos. This series is going to cover it, so stick around, fam. So today's episode, I wanted to talk about my very first tattoo. Now, my first tattoo, you guys can't see it now because it's covered up, but I'll show you a picture here. For some reason, this is the only picture I have of it, but this is my very first tattoo. As you can see, I got a wolf. Now let me tell you a little backstory about this before I go into it. So like I said, you can't see my wolf tattoo now because it's covered up. I got it covered up by this koi fish, half sleeve. This is a Japanese traditional style. I got it when I was stationed in at Sugi, Japan. He started the half sleeve cover up of the wolf. All right, it comes on the inside here. We have some cherry blossoms. We got a little Japanese temple. All right, then we have the koi fish. Your boy here was a huge Into the Wild fan. Still am. I've debated at least 5 to 6 times in the past couple years whether I should just drop everything I'm doing and travel to Alaska like Christopher McCandless did. But anyways, that movie was always been a huge inspiration for me. And I actually have another tattoo right here, a quote from the movie: rather than love, money, fortune, fairness, fame, give me truth. I was just really inspired by the movie. I kind of saw myself, it's gonna seem a little corny, but yeah, I always liked what the wolf represented. And at the time, to me, it seemed like a pretty badass tattoo, and I didn't really have any plans to get that much else. Obviously, I changed my mind. I got it covered up. And I want to tell you guys about the cover up and how that worked and my half sleeve. So here is at Sugi, Japan. Here is the gates outside of the base. Now, the tattoo shop I went to in Japan to start all of my work was at Sugi, about a 10-minute walk from the gates. Here is what it looks like when you're walking to the base. This is a picture I took on the way to the train station and the tattoo shop. So when I got to Japan, I noticed so many people have tattoos that are stationed over there. It's like this huge cultural Japan Navy thing. But almost everybody, almost all of my buddies had at least half sleeves. One of my good friends he got completely covered in Japan. His whole chest, both of his arms. I think he started on his back. Crazy. Yeah, so I saw everybody with all these tattoos and I was like, dang, I just have this wolf and I just have a couple on my other arm. Why did I get these? I want to start something big. I want to start something cool now. Because I've always appreciated tattoos. I've always appreciated the art and kind of the pain that people have to go through to get it. So I walked to this tattoo shop. It's called Edo Tattoo Shop. My artist's name was Nori. I don't know if he's still there, but if you're in Atsugi, Japan, if you get stationed there, go by Edo and see if Nori's there and say, what up, fam? So yeah, I walked into the tattoo shop in Japan. I really didn't know what I was thinking because my wolf tattoo, it was, it's all in this area, and it was pretty big, and it was dark. It was black and white. So I was like, hey man, I want to do a cover up. I want to do Japanese traditional style, and if you can, I would like to get a half sleeve. So this guy, amazing artist. So for this tattoo, he didn't take any of this on the internet. The guy, Edo, he drew all this up on his own, placed the koi here for the cover up. You can't even see it. He did so good. And then he also put this temple here. This is another cover up that I will tell you guys about some other day. It's kind of an embarrassing story, to be honest. So yeah, now for the pain tolerance areas on the left arm. The most painful areas for me for this sleeve was definitely inside here, closer to the armpit. I'd say this area right in here is really sensitive. Also, this is a very sensitive area on the back. Just pinch yourself right there. You'll feel, how much that your armor flap hurts. And then the ditch. The ditch is never fun. Especially because I had a tattoo here before. This is a cover-up in my ditch. So, that hurt a little bit. This hurt. This hurt. Everything else is pretty manageable because when you're getting a long tattoo, it actually feels good when they move off of the really painful spots onto an easy spot. It's like, It's like, thank God. So I look forward to the painful spots because it makes everything else seem easy. I get a lot of people that say like, oh man, what are you gonna do now that you're a civilian? How are you gonna get a job? You know, you have sleeves and you're all covered. What are employers gonna think? Well, number one, I do not want to work for an employer that judges me on my tattoos because I'm a hard-ass worker, and if they're going to judge me on that, then they don't need me. I don't want to work there. Number two, I feel like the tattoo culture nowadays with millennials is very, very, very accepting, especially with all the PC and the political correctness and accepting everybody. How are you going to judge me? Especially the crap that's going on now because of some tattoos. So I'm not really worried about that. I can still cover everything up in a full dress shirt. You can't see anything. I think that's going to be wrapping it up for this episode. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of trial and error with how I want to do this and how I want to format these episodes. But for now, this is what we have, episode 1, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have any other ideas, please let me know in the comments. I love constructive criticism. I thrive on constructive criticism. All right?
I went to business school. I should have known better. Hell, I went to elementary school. I should have known better.
Am I just the biggest idiot in the world? Everything I touch turns to failure. How could I possibly believe in this? Oh, damn it! Oh.
But I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.